So big. What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? I don't know. What's wrong? Okay.
And Ollie, when you clean up your room, it's gonna be so good.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be our August debt snowball update. Before we get into the video though, make sure that you subscribe, hit your notification bell so you always get notified when I post a video, and then check me out on Instagram. That's kind of where I keep you updated on my day-to-day life. And let's go ahead and get into it. First, I'm just gonna bring attention to my shirt. My sister-in-law got this for me, but I was pregnant and I was huge and I really couldn't wear it, but like one time back then. So I thought I would let it make an appearance in the video today. We're going to be going over my like end of the month numbers, I guess. So if you haven't watched my videos before, I'll link one above. I do like a mid-month check-in. And basically with that, I just kind of like go through all my expenses in my categories and tally them up, figure out, you know, how I'm doing in each category and just to see if I'm on track or not. So what I do now before I calculate my snowball is I go through my expenses again and get the total expenses. It's not the end of the month yet, but I get like the total expenses up to now, and then I kind of estimate what I'm gonna spend in the next few days until the end of the month when I'm gonna pay my snowball, just so I know kind of what I'm planning on paying. I do use a happy planner. It's not a budget happy planner, it's just a regular one, but this is what I have been using for my budget. This is getting ready to change though. I'm getting ready to go to my own sheets, my own budget sheets, just because I want them to be exactly what I want them to be, and they're more user-friendly than this. So I'm gonna be going through my old numbers and adding to them. I've already done some of them. I'm gonna tally all of this up and plug it into my spreadsheet. My spreadsheet is gonna tell me what my debt snowball is for the month. So now I'm just gonna kind of show you how I go through this and tally up all my expenses. So you can see here, I already went through and crossed off on my monthly spread out, like all the bills that came out. I still have groceries to get on the 30th, iTunes to get or to pay for. That comes directly out of our bank account, and then another daycare that's gonna come out. And this nail net charge. So the nail net is due on the 20th, but I pay it like on my own. I have to go in manually and pay it, and I haven't done that yet. So I need to do that. So off screen here, I've got my bank account pulled up so I can see all my transactions, and I've got everything listed here. I do have a charge at Walmart, the $64.21, that I honestly right now cannot figure out what it is. I need to go back and look at my receipts. But regardless, I'm gonna go through here and add these things up. It's later in the day than I normally film, so I'm sorry about the lighting. And then, so that's all the expenses for this half, and then I'm gonna add this $523. So right now, we've got a total of $966.89 out of 900. So clearly we went over in that category. This category totaled to $93.09 out of 100. $214.10 out of 150. So over in that, I knew we were gonna go over in that category. And then this is our personal money, so I get this out in cash, and whether we spend it or not, we don't track. This is like tracked as spent money, so we don't actually like go back through and track that money, because we can do whatever we want with our personal money. Okay, moving on to the cash flow section. 138.71 plus, wait a second, we didn't have anything there. So our ending balance for cash flow is 138.71 out of 250. Wow, okay. Income up till that point, we need to add 14,993. That's my second or equals, let's see, 4264.83 plus 14.99. Oopsie, I messed up. 4264.83 plus 1499.33 equals, so our total income was 5,764.16. The business account, I'm not gonna put this in here right now, but I did have 2 business transactions, and actually I lied. I totally lied. The 64 over here, that was a business transaction. That's because I bought a printer. My goodness, so I need to move this over here. That's business. See, this is what happens. This is real life. So I need to take 64 out of this. So minus 64 basically. So let's see. 966 minus 64. Why? Wow, you guys, why couldn't I do that in my head? So it's actually 902. So we barely went over out of 900. Barely went over there. Goodness gracious. Okay, kids, it stayed right here at that number, and then dogs stayed right there at that number. So now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna highlight. So for food, we went over by $2. For fun, we were under by about 7. Why am I gonna keep opening and shutting these? Gas, we went over, and I knew I need to make sure I start budgeting better for gas. $200 exactly. The cash flow, that was out of 250. Yeah, so we did well in that category. The kids was over by about 10 bucks. This all needs to still be reimbursed, so I'm not gonna be counting that at the moment, but it is just fine. And the dogs, we were under, so we budgeted 80. All right, so what I do from here is I've got all of these numbers. I'm gonna plug them into my spreadsheet, but basically I go and I look at my checking account and see what total I have. So the total in the checking account is $2,571.26. And if I flip back to my calendar, I need to see the things that have not came out of our bank account yet, or expenses that we're getting ready to pay. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting. It is darker out. This is later than I usually film. So I've got Nelnet, I've got daycare, I've got groceries, and I've got iTunes that I need to write down here. So here we go. So we got Nelnet, daycare, iTunes, and groceries. So Nelnet is $450. Daycare is $400. iTunes is 99 cents. And we do have an iTunes that comes separately. I have an iTunes that's $1.99 or $2.99. Wait a second. I don't know. And then Russell has 99 cents. And then groceries, usually we spend $200. But you saw our grocery budget is over. So what I'm gonna do, because I do need to get groceries, but technically I'm only getting groceries for one day, is I'm gonna go ahead and do $50. So I'm still gonna go over on groceries. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna get groceries at all, because I'm going to do some shelf cooking. We're gonna get creative. We might not have meat, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it work. So we are going to subtract all of these things from the 257.71. So I've got 257.71.26 minus 450 minus 400 minus 99 cents. And that's gonna give us $1,720.27. All right, guys, I just realized that our water bill has not come out yet, and actually I didn't put it on my calendar for some reason. I messed up. So that is $85.22. So 1720.27 minus 85.22 is $1,635.05. This is what's in our checking account right now. So what I like to do is I like to have $200 of a cushion in our checking account at all times. just in case, you know, just in case you have some unexpected expense or just in case a bill is higher. I don't like to actually take it down to 0. I just think that is what works. So I'm going to subtract 200, and that puts us at 1,435 for our debt snowball. And if you've watched my videos before, you know that I usually like get it to a better number. So I'm going to go ahead and go with 1,400 in case we have any unexpected expenses in the next week, because we do have a week left of this month. So we might, you know, who knows, I might have to get an oil change, or you never know. So that $35 is going to stick in there with the cushion, just, you know, for simplicity's sake. So this $1,400 is going to be actually the nail net charge right here is our debt snowball. So what I can do instead of doing 2 separate transactions is, this is going to be our snowball, is I add the nail net with it, and then I get $1,850 that's going towards our debt snowball. We were kind of conservative last month with what we did with our debt snowball because I had some budgeting errors, I guess. I messed up my budget somehow on my template, my spreadsheet. That is why next month in September, I'm going back to paper pencil only budgeting. And at the end of the month, I'll be plugging in my numbers into the spreadsheet just so I have a digital copy as well. So I am switching over. If you missed the video, I'll link it above wherever it goes. I am going back to like the cash envelope method and all of that. So stay tuned for next month's budget video. It'll be a good one. Right now, we're putting $1,400 for our debt snowball plus our minimum payment of $450. We don't actually have to pay the $450 because all of our student loans are in forbearance right now, so there's no interest accruing or anything. So we're kind of, since we're still getting paid, we're taking advantage of the time. I think that's gonna be it for the video. The kids are starting to come upstairs. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and we'll see you in the next one.
And Ollie, when you clean up your room, it's gonna be so good.
Yes.
Bye!